Adolf Hitler was born on April 20th, 1889, in the small Austrian town of Braunau am Inn, near the German border. His father, Alois Hitler, was a strict and authoritarian customs official, while his mother, Clara Hitler, was loving and deeply devoted to her son. Young Adolf's childhood was far from idyllic. His father's harsh discipline often left him trembling with fear. From an early age, Hitler was fascinated by art, often sketching and dreaming of becoming a great artist. Yet his father disapproved, wanting Adolf to follow in his footsteps as a civil servant. The tension between them was palpable. Can you imagine the frustration of a boy with dreams of creativity being crushed by rigid expectations? His father's sudden death in 1903 freed him from this oppressive influence, but life didn't become easier. In 1907, Hitler applied to the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna. He was bursting with hope, his heart racing as he submitted his portfolio. But tragedy struck. His application was rejected. Rejected. The words must have echoed in his mind like a cruel joke. To make matters worse, his beloved mother passed away the same year, leaving him utterly shattered. Homeless and destitute, Hitler wandered the streets of Vienna, surviving on meager earnings from selling postcards. Despite his hardships, Vienna played a crucial role in shaping his twisted worldview. Here, Hitler's ideas about race and anti-Semitism began to take root. Fueled by resentment and paranoia, he developed a hatred for Jewish people and Marxists, blaming them for society's ills. The hatred grew like a dark storm cloud in his mind, ominous and unrelenting. In 1913, Hitler moved to Munich, Germany, hoping to start anew. But destiny had other plans. When World War I erupted in 1914, he eagerly enlisted in the German army, viewing the war as a chance for glory and redemption. The battlefield became his stage for valor, and he served with distinction, earning the Iron Cross, First Class, a rare honor for someone of his rank. Finally, recognition, he might have thought. But the war ended in defeat for Germany, leaving him disillusioned and bitter. The Treaty of Versailles in 1919 only deepened his anger. The harsh terms imposed on Germany felt humiliating. How could a proud nation be reduced to such a state? Hitler's rage found an outlet when he joined the fledgling German Workers' Party, which later became the National Socialist German Workers' Party, Nazi Party. His fiery speeches, dripping with emotion and hatred, captivated audiences. People listened, captivated, mesmerized, and perhaps terrified. In 1923, emboldened by his growing popularity, Hitler led the Beer Hall Putsch, an attempt to overthrow the government in Munich. It failed spectacularly. He was arrested and sentenced to prison. But even behind bars, Hitler saw an opportunity. Mein Kampf, My Struggle, the book he wrote during his imprisonment, laid out his vision for Germany. A chilling manifesto, it outlined his ideas about race, Lebensraum, living space, and the future of the German people. By 1933, through manipulation, propaganda, and sheer willpower, Hitler rose to power as Chancellor of Germany. How did a man once rejected by society now command an entire nation? With a mix of charisma and ruthlessness, he transformed Germany into a totalitarian state. The Gestapo, concentration camps, and propaganda machines became instruments of control. World War II began in 1939 when Hitler's forces invaded Poland, defying international agreements. The world was plunged into chaos. Blitzkrieg tactics overwhelmed Europe, and Nazi Germany seemed unstoppable. But behind the scenes, the Holocaust, the systematic extermination of 6 million Jews, unfolded in horrifying secrecy. It was a nightmare beyond comprehension. As the war dragged on, Hitler's dreams of conquest crumbled. The Battle of Stalingrad in 1943 marked a turning point, and Allied forces advanced on Germany from all sides. In his bunker in Berlin, surrounded by ruin and despair, Hitler's once grandiose visions disintegrated into paranoia and delusion.